Yeah, you see correctly. I played this match as Venom. Now, to tell you the truth, I wasn't wanting to queue into this match as Venom. Even though Venom is a character I really wanted to get better with, I was not confident going into this match playing as Venom. But let me just show you what happened with this match, because this is the match where I queued up into possibly the worst teammates ever, and we somehow clutched the victory at the very end. So, without further ado, this is your host, the Mario Shadow. Welcome back to Marvel Rivals, and without further ado, let's get started right away today's adventure and see what's in store for us. Allons-y!
The right heroes could make all the
Now,
difference.
loading up into this, I wanted to play a little bit of Moon Knight, but as you can see, things got a little bit hectic almost automatically. As you see, we queued up. I chose Moon Knight first, and then, as you can see, 3 of my teammates decided, hey, you know what? Instead of picking a Vanguard or a Strategist, let's go with 3 DPS. And the Spider-Man, well, you know how Spider-Man mains are. Whenever they want to play Spider-Man, they almost always ask for Venom to show up. So you know what? Even though I wasn't confident with Venom, I said, you know what? I'll humor this Spider-Man main for once. And I picked the Lethal Protector. So, going into this, I honestly didn't think too much about it. I thought whether we win or lose, I am going to try and do my best with Venom, nonetheless. But of course, I wanted to win. And I have been practicing with more characters as of late. So I figured, you know what, maybe this will be the time I practice a little bit with Venom. But as you can see with the other team, they were pretty much stacked against us. They had 2 healers, they had 3 DPS, and they also had one tank in the form of the Living Tree Groot. We, on the other hand, we only had 1 strategist on our entire team. So automatically, I was like, this is gonna be kinda difficult. But as you can see, I'm doing my best, using the game sense I have gathered over the course of the last few months over the game to try and do my best with Venom. Even though, as you can see, my aim with Venom is almost really bad. But I'm playing as much as I can. When I thought I was going to get overwhelmed with damage, I decided to back out, go and find me a health pack, and luckily the Rocket was actually doing his best trying to heal the entire team. So kudos to our Rocket player for doing a good job. But even though I knew this was not going to work in the long run because they had 1 extra strategist. So in the end, it was just a matter of how long would it take before my sanity snapped and I had to call out our team for not picking a strategist or a Vanguard. So once again, I ended up getting overwhelmed. Now I saw that this magic was chasing after our Rocket, and I was like, no, I am not letting you kill our only strategist. So I am desperately trying to help our Rocket take out this this magic and this root that is chasing both of us. Luckily, we were able to get them, and we were able to clear out this team right here. But then in comes Mr. Tony Stark, being an absolute cucklord in the sky again. I'm like, we don't have anybody that. It's like we have 3 people who can target him. Why is nobody dealing with this fucking Iron Man? Iron Man, but I digress, because it seems like in this game people are just blind to flyers. Flyers that aren't Storm or the Human Torch. So it's like, you know what? Whatever. I don't care. I'm starting to get overwhelmed again. I back out to get to another health pack. So far, I'm doing pretty decently in the overall scheme of things. I still wish my aim was a little bit better with Venom, though. But it feels like his overall attack animation is actually bigger than the actual reticle itself. In comes Tony Stark, being an absolute cucklord, targeting me with his laser again. I'm like, bro, stop. Stop. And then, of course, they bring out Scarlet Bitch. And bitch, I'm sorry, Scarlet Witch. Witch, I'm sorry, I am being so mean. But that was my first death. And of course, they are able to claim the point because most of my team is being pushed away from the point. And here I'm like, yeah, this is not gonna work. But I still hadn't called out anybody about this because I figured, you know what? Maybe they'll wake up and realize that we need another strategist. And as you can see, one of our teammates did pick a strategist, but as per usual, I'm here by myself. I'm here at the point by myself. No one's backing me up. Iron Man is in the distance shooting off his photon blast. And I'm like,
Better stop that vehicle.
I'm like, yeah, this is interesting. But we have a cloak and dagger now, and I'm thinking maybe this is the time things will turn around. Maybe.
This is real firepower! AT, enjoy the amplifier!
And maybe things are gonna go our favor. I killed the Rocket Raccoon. Raccoon, and now me and Star-Lord are chasing after Scarlet Witch. But now we have Dr. Strange blocking us in with a portal. Portal, not good. Good, because that means I'm stuck in here with Dr. Strange by himself, and in comes Groot and Rocket. All three of them want me dead. Being the only Vanguard on my team, I knew that there was only one thing I could do, and that's try and get out. But unfortunately, I am not used to how Venom's web swing works. And I inevitably died. But luckily, our rocket came in clutch with a good beacon placement and reviving me immediately, which gets me directly back into the fight. And I go up with another left swing into the dive strikes. I've actually gotten pretty good. I'm good at doing those. And those I tend to hit people with it all the time. I stay near the point. But of course no one's here again, and I get shot down by Namor Squid. I am hoping in Season 2 Namor finally gets put on the chopping block because he has gotten away with having not been nerfed for 2 seasons already. And that is honestly infuriating. And would you look at that? Our Winter Soldier and our
War's no place for kids fighting.
we now have 4 DPS. Now this I was like, yeah, this isn't going to fly. This isn't going to fly. It's like, it's bad enough that we have a Winter Soldier who was our Cloak and Dagger, but now we have a Black Widow who's honestly no help to us at all unless we have a Hawkeye on our team. So what is a poor symbiote host is going to do? And that is, of course, die. And finally, I was like, you know what? I need to talk to people, tell them that we need 2 strategists. And finally, our Winter Soldier wised up and switched to Jeff. Now, honestly, I was not happy about this choice because Jeff is in a situation where he's like, I honestly think he is by far the worst strategist in the game because most Jeff mains never use him to heal. They only use him to do DPS. And I was expecting nothing less from the Jeff player because all they played the entire match was DPS and of course Cloak and Dagger. So I was not expecting him to help our Rocket, who has actually been trying to keep us healed the entire match, to do anything. And overall, when I checked the scoreboard at the end of the match, I was right. He actually did no healing whatsoever. He was just DPSing the entire time. So, to CBK900, if you ever come across this video, stop DPSing. Stop. Clearly, you're not good at being a DPS, and you're clearly not worth playing a strategist. Try and learn some game sense, please. is please, because we needed another strategist the entire time, and you were not helping out whatsoever. The only good thing you were doing for us is that you did get some grabs with your death ult, but most of the time it was your own teammates that you grabbed with and grabbed.
This is real firepower.
And grab. Anyways, we are in the final stretch of the course, and here I was like, yeah, no, we are definitely not losing this. So I am absolutely playing my ass off trying to get make some space for our team to actually get some headway here. I killed their brute. Scarlet Witch is just trying to melt me. In comes Jeff. And Jeff with his ult, she saved me for the Scarlet Witch, which is actually a good thing. Scarlet Witch got swallowed as well, so that means she wasn't able to get off her ulti. I am getting attacked from all angles. But I was not letting up. In comes Wolverine with his Berserker Rage. Berserker Rage attack. But still, I was not giving up. I was like, yeah, no, we are definitely not losing this. I have already been in a few matches today. I got stuck in a bot lobby, which I was absolutely upset to learn that a good match I had was a fucking bot lobby. I was upset. All the matches I've been in today that were with actual players have been nothing but absolute catastrophes. My team is not doing so hot. But I was like, you know what? As long as I am able to survive, maybe, just maybe, we can actually clutch this out. And Scarlet Witch inevitably killed me. But luckily, we were still on the point. They weren't able to progress it that far. And I immediately spawn in. In comes Iron Man. Iron Man trying to get some health. I don't know what he was trying to do, but I really wish he was still on the point. Because he was the overall best duelist we had on our team. And I am attacking this Wolverine, trying to get him out of the game. I kind of clipped him. I go up for a diving strike. Go for my snare. I am just trying to make space. I am attacking everything in my path. Diving strike again. Go into my ulti. I go for the ulti. I attack multiple people with it. We are clearing up, clearing off the entire team. All that's left is this Wolverine. If we can clear out this Wolverine, we should be able to win this. And the Wolverine C9.
Another epic victory. Big win.
And with that, the victory goes to us, even though the entire time it was not looking like it was in our favor. And to think, I got 7 deaths with Venom, but I overall did pretty okay. Even when it comes to overall damage, I was the third highest damage dealer in our group. Not saying anything about the Rocket, because again, the Rocket was trying to keep us alive. So I'm glad we did have a Rocket, because I will say it, Rocket is probably the best strategist in the game. And a Rocket having low damage is not a bad thing, because again, it's like you have to have better game sense on when to attack and when to heal with Rocket. But our Jeff, look at this! It's like, dude, what were you doing? It's like seriously, what were you doing for our overall team? All you were doing was overall damage. You didn't even, and you started off as you actually started off as a duelist, then switched to Cloak and Dagger. You did absolutely 0 healing for us while as Cloak and Dagger, and then you switched to Jeff, and we get no healing from you then. So why even bother? Switch to Strategist? You weren't doing anything. And I'm looking at our overall team. To be perfectly honest, our Spider-Man should have switched to a Vanguard or something, because he wasn't doing anything. He only got 3 extra kills over his death, so he was doing absolutely nothing for our team. nothing for our team, which, again, not surprised, because, again, there's a difference between a good Spider-Man and a bad Spider-Man, and this guy clearly was not it. Was not of the former. Our Iron Man did alright, and our Magic was doing alright. In fact, it looks like our Magic was the overall best duelist on our team. So kudos to them, but Spider-Man should have easily switched to something else, whether it was a strategist or a vanguard, and found better usage doing those roles instead of just sticking to Spider-Man the entire time, because he was not doing us a favor at all. Anyways, that is officially all the time I have for today. I am probably going to go and play some Final Fantasy XIV, or probably watch some more One Piece. Anyway, that is officially all the time I have for today, so thank you all for watching, and as always, your host, my Shadow, saying along Z, and I'll see you for the next adventure. Goodbye, everyone!